was actually made for Forex. But the Forex one, it's, somebody did a study, and 83% of the time, I think it was, we'll check my memory when we look at it, a stock trades between R2 and S2 every day. So the odds are it's not likely to go much further. And I look at that and say, on day one, that will be often, let's say, again, it's $48.10 that I purchased the stock at. Daily R2 might be at $49.85. So as it gets there, what I like to do is look to take a quarter of my position off. So because I went in extra heavy on it because it's an A-list idea, I want to be able to sleep well and not worry about it. I want to reduce my risk and take some profit and essentially reduce my overall cost basis on it. So what I do when it gets there is I do what I call my 2-minute rule. So I don't want to exit right at daily R2 if it's $47.85. Instead, I'll look at a 2-minute chart, and I'll say the 47.85 is daily R2. As it hits that, I'll look at the prior 2-minute bar and say what was the low of that. The low of that might have been 47.60. And then as this 2-minute bar, when it hits R2, completes, if the low of that was 47.70, my new stop is 47.68. And keep trailing it up under those 2-minute lows. And sometimes it'll keep you in for dollars. I mean, it's just crazy how much juice you can get off of that 2-minute exit. So that's for taking that initial quarter risk off. And then I'll go back and look at where my initial stop is, and hopefully be able to bring the stop on the balance up to a much more reasonable level so that I'm no longer risking. But if it still has to be based on structure. So it might not be that original stop is 46.85. It might be now at this point or $47.90. And even if I get hit at 47.95, I've already taken that quarter off. So if I lose a dime on the 3 quarters and I gained $1.50 on that first quarter,